And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Q&A session. This is the number 12. Today we are just trying to go live on Facebook as well. For some reason in the past couple of days, Facebook is not cooperating with us. So let me just try and get it up and running. And let's see, here we go. Here we are live on Facebook as well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one more time. We are doing the LemonAid Q&A session number 12 from this year, and I'm looking forward to your questions. What we do is basically you come on, I come on, I put up this little lovely banner, I read it out. Welcome to our Q&A session. Ask your questions in the comments, and please include a little Q in front of your questions so that I can answer those. There's a lot of communications very often in the comment section. So if you put a Q in front of the questions, I will know that that is meant for me. So that is the rules. Obviously, some of you may know it already, but I just need to mention it. My name is David Lemon. I'm the community manager of Groove, and I'm also involved in a lot of different stuff like creating trainings, working on the development of the software, and so on and so on. So I know the software, and I come on live with you guys here to answer some of your questions that you may have. Sometimes you just you are maybe missing a key information that is basically blocking you from moving on with your build, with your setup. And this is where you can come in every Tuesday and every Friday at the Eastern Standard Time has changed. So let me just tell you, it is 6 p.m. Central European Time. Let me just convert it. 6 p.m. CET to EST is 1 p.m. or 1 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. It's 7 p.m. in South Africa. There you go. Awesome. So yeah, we had our American Groovesters had a time change recently, and that messes up my whole mine as well, because I was always calculating 6 hours, but then with this time change there is a difference in there. So anyway, we have a couple of people watching us. I do not know if we are running on Facebook as well, because I cannot see anyone from Facebook. So let me just test if there is an issue on there or not. So in case you are watching and you are from Facebook, please type in something in the comments so that we can make sure everything is up and running nicely. Let me just double check myself. Yeah, I don't see the video on Facebook, so I'll just restart it one more time. Delete on Facebook. Okay. Cool. Okay, perfect. So hopefully now the Facebook people should see us as well. Not quite sure, but hopefully they can see us. Yeah, so welcome everybody. We are doing some maintenance in the meantime, but in case you do have any questions, feel free to jump in and feel free to ask us anything. If you can read the banner below, it says to put a Q in front of your questions when you're asking it. That will allow me to see your questions and know that you are asking the questions from me directly. So that's basically it. There we go. That is removed. Perfect. All good. So let me just see. I have Calvin Solomons here. You're watching us on YouTube. I have also Johnny jumping in from Los Angeles to watch our Q&A session today. So that's good to have you here, guys. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your questions. At this moment, I did have one question which may be a little long, so I wanted to get it out of the way, and I want to just do it immediately because it may take some time. There was a long question from a person called Jeff Bliss. He is a Groovester, and he asked us a quite long question, as you can see over here, and I didn't want to actually answer it in the Facebook group because it requires a big explanation, or not a big explanation. It requires a lot of details to be said, and I was I was hesitant to write it out because that would be like a proper essay or a short book. So let me just read it out and then answer it immediately. So best practices. We'd love to see a series of short videos regarding recommended best practices, steps to follow for each topic, with only a link to longer how-to videos previously created. Example: domains, subdomains, DNS, MX. Although there are great videos showing steps, I'm still left unsure on which route to take of the many options. So Jeff and everybody interested in the same question, I can tell you easily that we are working on different processes for setting up domains within Groove. At this moment, there are two ways that you could use. And yes, while you're seeing the notifications over here, this is like, I have my phone on mute all the time because it's like ping, 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 ping all the time. So yeah, let's just leave it as it is. We are working on a new publishing system or a custom domain management system for Groove. At this moment, you can already use it and it's pretty good. However, at this moment, there are still some things that are missing and that we are improving. We are talking with Cloudflare, which we are using, which we built into Groove itself, so that we get you the best security, the fastest loading, basically the best that a company could offer its customers in the DNS world. We are going to be providing that to you. At this moment, recording videos on the current process of publishing doesn't make a sense. I did a couple of videos that I will need to redo again just in a couple of weeks once these new additions come live. So at this moment, I'm not going to be focusing on doing short video trainings because I would just need to redo it whenever we do a change, and we're doing quite a lot of changes. At this moment, I could point you in the right direction on how to learn to manage the same things on Cloudflare, because that was something that we suggested previously. So in case you want to connect a domain to Cloudflare, in case you want to create a subdomain with Cloudflare, in case you want to manage your MX records with Cloudflare, that there are videos on there. There are longer videos that are chopped up with timestamps, so you can have a look. One of these videos is basically the video where I explain how to connect your branded email. So getting a professional email address with your domain connected to GroovePages. This is where I went into Cloudflare and I set up everything. So editing your MX records is over here, 3239. As you can see, I connected the domain, I connected the TXT records and the MX records and everything that you were asking about. So this is the old type of publishing through Cloudflare that we suggested. At this moment, we recommend everybody to go into Groove and from here in the domain management settings, you can connect your domain. Just click add domain and set it up here. The DNS records and everything can be still managed from Groove. As you can see, all of the MX records, TXT records, everything is basically the same as in Groove. Is just in a different in Cloudflare is just in a different color, so you can follow everything that I'm explaining over here, even though you have connected your domain to Groove already. So as I said, we built in Cloudflare to Groove. There's much more coming to it, and we are going to be changing it very often because the publishing system cannot be tested on a test environment. So we need to actually publish it live so that it is on the live server, so that it communicates with Cloudflare so we can test it out. This is why we will have more changes coming into the publishing settings. So it doesn't really make sense for me to create short videos all the time. So at this moment, that is how you can learn how to do it. Basically, watch this, getting a professional email address with your domain that is connected to GroovePages. It goes through everything, like purchasing a domain, connecting it to Cloudflare, like all the shebang you would need to know. But there will be short videos as well, like how to get a separate .com domain for each project. This is just the steps that you learn in one video. You can just repeat it again and again and again. So you connect your domain. You can also see the new version of how we manage domains right now in the videos, you can just see custom domain over here, how to connect a custom domain to Groove. This is where I explain in a 6-minute video how to actually connect a domain to Groove and how to manage it and what you can do with it. There's also a short video on how to work with Cloudflare if you want to connect your domain first to Groove and then to Cloudflare. So you can also watch this video. So if you just type in custom domain into the search functionality over here, you will learn a lot about it. But as I said, these will change. These were published 3 weeks ago, but they will be changing now very regularly. Okay, so how to get a separate .com domain. So you learn how to do it once, then you can just do it again and again on different sites. Basically, that's just it. Use multiple subdomains on one main domain. So one of the changes that we had within the new publishing functionality is that when you go out and publish your site on a custom domain, I'll show you over here, you can immediately use a subdomain. So you can use as many subdomains as you want. If you have one root domain and you would like to use something .yourdomain.com, you can use subdomain functionality over here and then immediately publish sites and landing pages out to that subdomain. So this is new. There is the video that I created over here, how to connect a custom domain, covers that. It's a 6-minute video that covers a lot of things, so you may want to check that out. Decision on where to create a subdomain, I just explained that. Create a subdomain on my domain host. You don't do that. Either you do it in Groove if you connected your domain to Groove, or you do it in Cloudflare. Otherwise, you will not get SSL security. So Namecheap and doing it on your domain host, that is not an option I suggest. You could do it, but then you will not have SSL. Option 2, change DNS, then create subdomain on Groove. Okay, that is something that you can do, but please watch the videos that I shared earlier. Email. I heard Donna recommending Google Workspace profession email rather than Zoho. Super helpful now having a recommended path. I did the exact same thing earlier. There is a video from 23rd of June last year where I actually went through exactly this process, how to do G Suite, or this is now Google Workspace, and I show you exactly how to do it through Zoho Mail, and I explain everything that you need to know in between, like the different options that you have. So there is a way which was already recommended on the 23rd of June. So I suggest just watching a little bit of video, just trying to searching through keywords, and then if you are looking on our YouTube channel, below each and every one of the videos, you'll find timestamps. So in case you want to get an email through your Namecheap, you can do that. Just click over here, this button, and this is where I go in, and then I explain that you can get a private email hosting also on your Namecheap, for example. There is also a G Suite and Zoho Mail, all explained in this one video, with MX Records, domain name management, and things like that. Currently, we need to use an outside service for email. Okay, what does the Groove team recommend? A campaign, get response, etc. At this moment, we would suggest to use something for free. Aweber is the closest one that you can have to Groove Mail, that is free, and you can use it until Groove Mail comes back and start sending out emails again, which is very soon. So I can tell you immediately that we are doing huge progress with GrooveMail. We have been unlisted from the spam house lists. We have improved our security massively, and that is something that we could have never done without actually halting the sending. So at this moment, like, GrooveMail is a newborn with superpowers. It's much faster, it's much better, it's much safer, and it's everybody will be happy, because if you are a spammer, congratulations. I don't suggest to do it. If you spam, the people that are not spamming will not be affected. Okay, if you're a person that has a very good and active, engaging email list, and you want to keep sending them emails and communicating with your email list, you will be able to send through the best services and the best servers and IP addresses that the money can provide. For those spammers, they will still be sending out emails, but it will be probably very low priority, bad IPs, or not the best IPs, to tell you like that. And after a couple of steps, or you can get banned very easily, because we put that also, we put in some automations in the system that will recognize the bad apples and then just like sort them out. So if you are planning to do good stuff, you will be rewarded. If you're planning to do bad stuff, you will not be rewarded. You'll be exactly the opposite of what an reward is, which I don't know the word to it. So that's what's going to happen. Until then, I suggest Aweber, because it's free and you can get started pretty simply. You can connect it. It's integrated already with Groove, and you can just get started in a jiffy, as they say. Once an email provider is selected, does the team recommend using list tags both? And if so, how many or how few to make the future transition back to 100%? Groove easiest few headache. Use lists. You don't have to use tags, because tags you will not be able to export. In case you're using an outside third-party platform for your emails right now, you'll be able to export your lists from those platforms and import them to Groove. A better way, even if you connect your system, for example, an opt-in form, for example, or any kind of form on your pages, connect them to GrooveMail, so that GrooveMail collects the customers' emails, and you can immediately sort them on different lists in GrooveMail, so you don't have to have the headache later of managing lists. And with this functionality that we have, you can immediately add people on a GrooveMail list, tag them, and also send them over to an integration like Aweber and add them to an Aweber list over there. So that's all possible through automations. So go to automations in GrooveMail, set up an automation. If somebody fills out the form, then add them to a list in GrooveMail and tag them in GrooveMail, and add them to an integration, which would be Aweber. You select your list, and bada bim, bada boom, you are done. I think the goal for many of us is how to get up and running and which steps to prioritize. Yes, at this moment, the videos are not being done a lot, because there's so much changes into the system. Once GrooveMail comes out, of course, there will be training on how GrooveMail works. I believe next week or the week after, I'm going to be doing a full-on training on how to use GrooveBlog, so that people that want to use GrooveBlog, because we are adding a couple of extra things that a lot of people will be very happy about, and just GrooveBlog is ready to be to not be camera shy as it was previously. At this moment, GrooveBlog is going to be one of the best platforms, in my opinion, that Groove has. Once GrooveMail comes out, we will have the same thing for GrooveMail. GrooveSell is going to be a beast within a week or two. So then we are going to be starting doing videos as well. But yeah, we're just pausing a little bit, because at this moment, this week, this month, there is huge updates that are coming to the platform, and it just doesn't make sense to redo them each and every week. That would be super time consuming, and we would need a lot of manpower to do that. At this moment, we just decided to wait a little bit until the bigger functionality comes out, and then we can do all sorts of trainings and videos for that. When I looked at Groove a few months ago, I thought a bit of a mess, but now the only thing I see is a Groove genius. I'm seriously blown away by our G ecosystem and how fast it is developing, and now recommending Groove to everyone. In one word, wow. Thank you very much, Jeff. That means a lot. I hope I managed to help you a little bit. But yeah, let's have a look at the new domain name management system that we have added. There are videos on YouTube, but they are also in the Facebook group. And also this video that will assist you on understanding how to connect your email address and what the different options are, how to go about connecting them, and yeah, basically that explains everything. On the other things like Aweber and things like that, there are videos out there. Just use use the YouTube search and type in keywords and learn automations and Haverber and GroovePages and GrooveSell and automations and things like that. Just use the search functionality. You'll find a lot of great stuff. Okie dokie. So that was a longer answer for one of the questions that came into the group, and I decided not to answer it in the group writing because this explanation would have taken me quite a long time. So this is why I decided to just explain it here on this slide. Let's just have a look at the next question. I heard I have hard time adding affiliates to promote my products. Please help. This doesn't give me any information on what you have done so far. What did you try? What did you fail at? What is the thing that is giving you hard time? So if you could give me a little bit more information, that would make it easier for me to understand. At this moment, I don't know what you tried, what you set up, what you didn't set up, what your process is, what your flow is, what you're trying to actually achieve. So if you could give me more information on this, I would be able to assist. Zapier with GrooveMember, possible? Not yet. If not, what else can I do to trigger add member into GrooveMember beside GrooveMail and GrooveSell? At this moment, you can use a sign-up form. You can basically that's it. At this moment, it's pretty limited, but you cannot use Zapier right now. This is going to be coming soon. We have an integrations person that is finishing up a couple of integrations. As soon it is going to the Zapier integration and the other duct taping app, as I call them, is like Integrately, Pably, IFTTT, and the others are going to be coming on the list. So at this moment, it's just a matter of time until that comes in. But at this moment, GrooveSell and GrooveMail are the triggers for adding members into GrooveMember. You can also share a link for your portals. You can create a portal and get people to register to that, or you can create just a sign-up form, which would work as a registration form, to be honest, and you can just embed it on a page and just use it as a registration page or something like that. So don't look at it like a limiting thing. Look at it as a security thing that you really want to make sure that everybody that registers, signs up, or gives you the information, that this information will be collected in GrooveMail, so you can message them later on, but they will not be able to share out a link or registration link to anybody, so that you don't get the information of who actually registered. So it's a security thing, and it is I believe these two, GrooveSell and GrooveMail, automations will cover basically everything. Even when we have more automations, for example, Zapier is going to be added in an integration, and it will allow automations to trigger integrations to add on members in there. I'm signed up on GrooveFunnels free. I battle to get started making money. How do I start with simple steps? I'm interested in the funnel setup. I need a kickstart, please. Calvin, there is a very, 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 very good process that I recorded myself, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but I just wanted to show you, if you are on free and you don't want to pay money and start making money, then if you come into our Groove Digital YouTube channel, have a look at the Imperfect Action Challenge playlist. This is a playlist of 5 videos, module 1, module 2, module 3, and you cannot see it behind my head. There you go. So module number 1, module number 2, module number 3, 4, and 5. If you start here, you can go in and understand the whole concept of Groove. You can learn how to start for free, how to get a product for free, how to already have a page that you can model and recreate and just follow. Even the copy you will not write, the banners, the social media posts, everything. I will give you everything. A free account will cover everything. The only thing I invested in these 5 modules is, I believe, a couple of dollars for a domain. I believe $8, $9 for a domain. If you have $9 to invest to your future and to your business, have a look at the Imperfect Action Challenge. That will cover everything that you need to know. we have improved a lot. We have improved our system a lot from when I recorded this video in November 2020, but the techniques, the understanding still applies, and you can still have a look at the imperfect action challenge and then come up on top. If you have a look into our Facebook group, if you type in imperfect action challenge, you'll find a lot of posts about it that people are saying they are having success, they are getting like they are even making money. Let's just see some of these. um, I'd like to say thank you very much, David, for putting this together and taking time to give me an extremely basic step-by-step guide. Yeah, people are loving it. People are, there you go. Few course filmed, edited, uploaded, sales page done, funnel created, first sale today. Just need to check over the sections again. Build the affiliate page, tweaked, and then moved on marketing. Thank you, David Lemon, for the imperfect action challenge. So as you can see, if you just type in, here you go, and then found David Lemon's imperfect action challenge, which opened the doors for me and really begin to learn Groove with all its little bits and pieces. So I can only tell you what the people are telling to me, that they are succeeding and this training is helping them. So I don't want to, I will say the word, I don't usually swear, but I will not bullshit you. I just tell you how it is, how you can set up everything even for free, and how you can have success and understanding of the Groove ecosystem. And then you can decide if you want to do it for yourself, to do it for your clients, to do it for something. It opens worlds, and even with a free account, you can get a lot of money, and you can make a lot of money just by following a training like this. Try to do step by step. Don't overwhelm yourself. This is what I'm talking all the time in the training. So how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So this is how I separated these trainings: module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4. So in 5 videos you can have a full-on business online, and it's a course that I would have charged $1,000, $999 or $997 as they do, but I just did it for free because I believe this can help big time. Okie doke. Cool. So let me just come back to this screen so I can see the questions in big. You said third-party email can combine, integrate with GrooveMail, and be able to add lists onto GrooveMail with a third-party email form, and also be able to tag the list. So not third-party email form. This would be GrooveMail form. If you use a GrooveMail form, you embed it on your page. You can set up an email automation which will say, if somebody filled out the form, which is a GrooveMail form, then add them to my list, tag them, and also add them to an integration which would be Avaber, so that you can do easily. It's not a third-party email form, but it's a GrooveMail form. How to do that? Let me just show you. It's very simple to understand. So if you go into GrooveMail, so I just open it here in a new tab so that we can come back in case somebody has questions for GroovePages. But what you do if you want to have just a sign-up form for registering your members, for example, you go into Forms, click the Forms button, and create the form. Over here, I already have one that I probably will use for this demo. It's just an opt-in form, and it looks like this. Email, first name, last name. That's it. Okay. Once you have that, let's just go back. Once you have that, you can create an automation which will say, I don't know, you probably want to use it for new member registration. Then you select the trigger if somebody fills out the form. Okay, if somebody filled out the form, then you select the form, which in our case it will be opt-in form. You click the add button. Then you need to select 3 actions. One will be to add them to a list in GrooveMail. Second will be to tag them for GrooveMail, and the third one will be to add them to an integration. Okay, so first subscribe to a list, and then you choose your list. Let's just use, I don't know, butterfly marketing training. This is a list inside GrooveMail. This is the first action. Second action, I want to tag them. these are, I don't know, my yoga buyers, for example, and they are buying the main product. I don't know. Just choose your tags. You have to set up tags previously in order to tag them, and then if you would like, you can also add them to an integration. Okay, so add to integration. Then here you will see all your integrations. In my case, I want to choose Aweber. You choose the actual Aweber integration, and then you choose your list and click the add button. Now, once you're done, you click the save. And if you scroll down, you need to make sure you press the play button over here, which is behind me, so you cannot see it. Here behind me, there is the play button for the new member registration. So if the lead fills out the form opt-in form, then they will subscribe to the list and they will get tagged, and they will also be added to an integration on a specific list in Aweber. So once you're done, make sure you click the play for this automation, and it's just going to be doing this task again and again when this form is getting filled out. So this is how easy it is to set up. It's just a couple of clicks and you have set up. People will be going to 2 places at the same time. So it's just great, great flow, I believe. Okie doke. Paul, so will SSL be something that will automatically active when connecting a new domain? Because support told me that at the moment they're having to do it on the backend. Support needs to do it on the backend, or they needed to do it on the backend, because as now they don't need to do it anymore. It is activating automatically already from Friday last week. And we are going to be adding on more and more things on top of that. But yes, it is going to be all automatic. So in case you were using GrooveKart previously, GrooveKart has this Cloudflare system already built into it, and if you connect the domain to GrooveKart, that handles everything. You still have access to your DNS record to manage your Amex settings and things like that, but you don't have to tweak anything else. Like, you need to set up the connection between your email and the domain, but that's basically it. So Groove will handle most of the management, so you will not need to tinker with the things that are related to the domain systems. My GrooveKart store is up and running, but I don't know how I can create an affiliate to promote my products for commission. There's a catch. GrooveKart doesn't have an affiliate system. So in case you want to use GrooveKart, you will not be able to use affiliates. If you want to use GrooveSell or sell things in a funnel type of way, that you can use for with affiliate systems. I do not have any clue where to start, where to set the commissions, etc. So if you set up your product in GrooveKart, you will not be able to find any kind of affiliate systems if you are setting up your products in a funnel type of way. So a customer purchases a product, then you give them an offer for an upsell and another upsell and so on. There you can have affiliates. For a GrooveKart store, we don't have affiliate systems at this moment currently. Any leak can be shared on tomorrow's webinar. If you watched the webinar previously, jump on there again, because there are things that are going to be shown. I will not say anything right now, but there are going to be things that are going to make you super happy. So there's that. If you watched it already last week, this week you'll be able to see more. So jump on the webinar tomorrow, which is available for everybody that doesn't know. We are doing a webinar. It's called the No BS webinar, which is groovedigital.com/register. And if I share the screen with you over here, this is the groovedigital.com/register. Okay, so you want to make sure you get in there and click this reserve your seat. Once you click it, you fill out your first name, last name, and your email. This will actually allow you to save a spot and make sure that you attend. Mike is going to be showing you some hidden things that we were working on recently and that are going to be added on very, very soon, that will make you super happy. So yeah, you may want to reschedule some things if you plan something else. When it is Wednesday, March 17th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until 11 a.m. or 11 a.m. specific, 6 p.m. GMT. So yeah, reserve your seat and make sure you join. It is going to be great. Okie doke. But yeah, I cannot share any leaks. Mike will share the leaks. It's just 1 day away. I'm noticing the features on the computer are not the same as on mobile Android phones. Some features options freeze on my mobile phone. I don't know what could be happening, but again, I don't know exactly the things that are set up and what is causing this. So if you could give us a little bit more information, my suggestion is use loom.com, and I'll share with you what that is exactly. So Loom is a screen recording app. If you are, let me just share my screen here. If you click on this Loom, so once you install it, it's just loom.com, Loom. It's a little widget that lives in your browser that you can click, and you can easily start recording your screen. So you just click start record. It's going to either record your microphone. You can just choose not to record your microphone, but go through and click into different settings on your screen that you're seeing. Make sure you show what you set up and what is the cause of the whole thing. So we want to see what did you do so that you got the error or a bug or something like that. This way the devs can understand, okay, this workflow is having there is a fault somewhere in the system, so we can go easily and change this. So the more information you give us, the faster we can help you, and the faster we can make sure that nobody else has this issue again in the future. So I would appreciate if you could install loom.com and provide us with a little bit more info on that. Okay. Okay, I answered this question. There is another question from Paul. So wondering if there's a way to shrink the watermark on GrooveVideos, and if we can and GIF logo. Shrinking a watermark is depending on your image size. So in case you have a big image, it is going to be big. If you have a small image, then it will be small. Let me just show you over here. So if we go into GrooveVideo, if you go into the library, and let's just use this video for example. Here I already set up a watermark on here. So as you can see here, the image is 1024 by 1024. It's a huge image, and you don't really want huge images. So if you go into choosing the image, and if you resize this to, I don't know, 250. Oops, I didn't save the changes. So let's just say 250 and update dimensions. Okay, then we go in and then deselect and reselect. Okay, so we deselected it and then we reselect just to see that it is changed. So 250 is now showing up over here, and if we play the video, I believe we need to save it first. Okay, I believe it is still remembering the previous versions. So it depends on your image size. The smaller the size of the image, the smaller it will show. Let me just see if I have a different logo on here, or maybe this 100 by 100. This should be small. There we go. It is showing up smaller. Let's see on here. Yeah, basically that's it. The smaller you can put the thing, the image, the smaller it will show up. You need to tweak maybe your images, maybe delete everything around it so that it is like 25. Let's try this. There you go. As you can see here, it is in the top right. Let's just put it on the bottom left here. It is not visible right now on because it's too small, but it is visible on here a little bit. It is depending on the image size that you upload. So try to resize your images so that they show small. Yeah, because of the player, it is not, it is hovering over or below the player. Yeah, that's basically it. You asked also about GIF logos. I believe you cannot put a watermark of GIF, but let me show you this one over here. You can choose a thumbnail to be GIF before the video starts playing, so you can do certain things like click here or something like that. You see this often on videos like traffic secrets. Okay? They start playing the video over here. This is not the same technology, but you can do this. You can create a video like this, which is actually starting the video play, and it says, okay, click the video, click the play button, or something like that. So you can do things like this using GIFs like that. So you record, you use your video, you record a video of yourself pointing to the play button, and you ask people to click the play button. You write out text on the top or below or bottom or somewhere here, click the play button, and things like that. So you can use that. But as a watermark, I don't think you can. Let's just test it out. Actually, you can. So maybe you can do that as well, as you can see. There we go. Awesome feature. I really like this GIF as a thumbnail. That helps a lot with getting people to click on your stuff. Okay, doke. So, did I understand correctly that all security issues with hosting a site directly on GroovePages have been resolved? Most of it. I don't know what you mean by all security issues. There were problems with SSL. Now there are no more problems. You'll just probably need to republish your page in case you were having any issues. Please, what is the difference between a portal and a membership? And please, when GrooveMember gonna be mobile optimized? Soon, GrooveMember is getting mobile optimized. Right now, it is a process. So I believe I already answered your question in the group. Not sure if that was you asking the question about this exact thing or somebody else, but I already answered that. The team is working on it, and I can show you maybe a screenshot of how it is going to be looking like. Here we go. So the mobile optimization is in the process. So this is going to be how it will display. So it's just like stacking the blocks on top of each other. It is being worked on right now. So it is just a matter of time. I will not say a date because it takes time. They need to just completely revamp the membership so that it stacks up nicely on a smaller screen. So I'm not going to mention a time, but it is being worked on right now. So soon. The difference between the portal and a membership is that membership is one place where you deliver content. Okay, this is a membership. You have your members that want to preview that content, and the membership is like the house that has the content inside. But a portal is like a street with a lot of houses. So a portal will be something that displays a lot of these memberships. And as an example of a portal, I can give you something that I have. That I purchase, which is on teachable.com. But you can do the same thing with Groove. So this is a membership, this is a membership, this is a membership, this is a membership. So you can display all of the memberships that one person purchased from you in a nice little way like that. You can also allow people to see more of the memberships that you have so that they can click and purchase it from here. So this is something that I purchased myself, but you can do the same thing with Groove. So you can either display the memberships that your customers purchased or that they have access to, or you can decide if you want to purchase or if you want to display all of the memberships so that people, if they didn't purchase it yet, they can purchase it from here. So it's like one membership is a house which holds the content, and a portal is like a street which has a lot of different houses holding content in there. So hopefully that explains a little bit the difference. When a two-column block is shown on mobile, the left side is always the top. Is there any option to switch them for mobile? I've been that option on a few other builds. There is no inbuilt option, Rob. There is, however, a guy. I believe he's called Jeff. I've seen him um, on YouTube. Mobile. Let's see how I would search for it. There is a way to do it using CSS, and this is one of the easiest way I saw. Mobile. I don't know. Display. GroovePages. Let me just see if I can find a video from him. Here we go. How to inverse column in mobile view in GroovePages. He is not very well known at this moment, but he's a very good. I also commented here. Great stuff. So this is Jeff, and he created a video. I would suggest you to watch this video. He is using some type of code which he also shares somewhere. I believe in the video, or here we go. You can get the step-by-step code here. Here you go. So he shares this code. You can copy and paste it, and that's just basically it. You name your box or element inverse column, and then this piece of code is just saying just display it differently, and that's basically it. So that's my suggestion. It's not an inbuilt solution, but it's a solution. So hopefully that is going to help you. Let me see if I can share this in the Facebooks. Hopefully I can find the live stream. Here we go. So just display. There we go. That is going to help. Okie doke. Let's just see any other questions. And I do this a lot. I stalk a lot of our GrooveStars YouTube channels because sometimes they have solutions that I don't know about. I'm very unknowledgeable in code and CSS and things like that, but there are people that know more about that, and they found solutions for that already. So I like Jeff, for example. I believe he's called Jean-Francois. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe he is calling himself Jeff. Yeah, anyway, that's not important. What is important, I'm trying to get as much knowledge as possible so that whenever somebody asks me questions like that, I can answer. So if you have a YouTube channel, I probably visited it if you are talking about Groove. Can you show how to display a block only mobile setting and not the other settings? At this moment, Rob, there is a small bug with this. There is the display functionality which is called none, and when you set up a block to be none, it is actually hiding it on all devices. So at this moment, there is a bug. I believe this is why you're asking me that. It was reported, and it is on the devs to-do list. I just don't have an ETA for when that is going to be fixed, but I'm pretty sure there are ways to do it using code. In the meantime, like some CSS, I just don't really know CSS to be able to assist you with that. So in case you ask in your group or in the big Groove group, I'm pretty confident users like Jean-Francois or Chris Fox would be able to assist with these. Do you know if GrooveWebinar is in development, has many and in progress, and if we're able to add a watermark to them? Watermark to a webinar? Yes, I can try and show you something. We had a demo of GrooveWebinar recently. That's not it. I'm going to try to find the video. It it is being developed, so it is being worked on, and it's really, really cool. I'm just going to see if I can find it. I don't want to bring any no, not this one. I don't know where it is though. Let me see if I can see it here. Okay. So let me just do this. So you should be able to see my screen now. Let me just actually do this. So I'm just going to show you a sneak peek. This was a meeting where we were reviewing the changes, and this is how it looks like. This is a GrooveWebinar. I just don't want to show a lot. This is the GrooveWebinar automated is going to be coming out first. There's a lot of settings, and the meeting went pretty long because we were adding on things on the fly, and we were just changing things and making things better, and it's just like a very complex piece of tech. But once we do the automated webinar, it's going to allow us to very simply tweak some changes and then do a StreamYard alternative, a live webinar alternative, and it's just like the bare bones of the system are already created. We are just improving upon that with extra webinar apps that we are going to be having. So a lot of awesome stuff are coming. We'll have different page building capabilities within the webinar software. We are going to have a lot of interesting things like these types of pages. You are going to have a couple of templates so that you can choose and registrations to events. You'll also be able to use your own GroovePages for registrations and things like that. I don't really want to go into more depth because things will change in the meantime, and what you're seeing right now probably it will not come out as it is right now because we changed a lot. This is how it is showing the screen, like the dashboard. Well, over here you can see the participants, questions, chat, polls, files, things like that. Here you can see it's very similar to what StreamYard has, like a record or stop screen or stop cam, full screen, and things like that. We'll have a lot of different options. Like this is for the chat. You'll be able to see chat. We will have a very good chat management as well, where people can chat with you, and we'll also have questions. And there will be a big distinction between these two, because questions are more like a serious support question or something like that, and chat is something that you use to talk with the presenter, maybe talk with or chat between the members watching the webinar. But we are going to have very, very clear distinction on what this is and what it actually does. So yes, it is being developed. It has a progress, and it is awesome. I can just tell you it is awesome. I've seen the presentation, and it's just great. Hi David. Even if I put the favicon on the web, I'm not being able to see it on mobile when I publish the web. Do you know what can be the reason? Thanks. Not sure even if favicons are showing on mobile. I don't think they are. At least not on my phone. Okay, they are. So if you are like minimize the tabs so you see all the tabs on the phone, then it shows like this. Let me just try to open something. For example, Groove. There you go. So when you minimize your tab, then you can see like the little favicons. So I don't know what could be causing that. I believe it just needs a little bit of time. Whenever you publish your page, it may be that the caching is the issue, that it doesn't show it up immediately. But if it is showing up on your big screens and only on the small screen it is not showing up, please report it as a bug, because it may need to be looked into by our dev department. I suggest you record a video, a loom.com video, where it actually shows the different process or the flow and how you actually set it up and tested it, so that we can look into it. But at this moment, I haven't seen issues with the favicon showing up on mobile. I didn't even check because I didn't even know. But if it is the case, then we probably need to look into it. Can you show how you can send the data from a website form to a private email when the client pushes the button, say to Gmail or Outlook, not to MailChimp or Aweber? You can do this using Zapier, and I have a full-on training on that one. I can show you immediately over here. Zapier, or Zapier as some people call it. You can use a free version for that. Just sign up on Zapier, or Zapier. I call it Zapier. If you go into and create a Zapier account, you can follow my training, which I did. Just type in Zapier, GroovePages, and show that exact setup like over here. There are other videos from other members. Just type in Zapier GroovePages into the search, and you'll see a lot of different options on here. Here, GroovePages plus Zapier plus Google Sheets and SendFox, and I don't know. But what I did here is I sent people over from Zapier. I added it in. I automated the emails, what you're trying to achieve. So we're here in 27 minutes, automating the emails. I automated follow-ups. So I sent follow-ups to myself, and I sent follow-ups to the customer. Like, thank you very much for submitting the form. We'll be in contact with you shortly. But for myself, I sent like the person with a name John Doe sent you a message which says da 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 da. So like send 2 emails at the same time. Also, I automated the queries and the questions to a Google Sheet, and then like I did different steps over here. So if you have a question about setting up a question, like a comment form, not comment form, contact form, sorry, contact form, I would suggest you to do this. So if you open up setting up Zapier to automate your form in GroovePages, then you can click number 1, setting up the form in GroovePages, number 2, testing the published form, number 3, setting up Zapier, 4, automating emails, 5, and so on. So you can just click on different timestamps and look through the sections that you want to know about. So just type in Zapier GroovePages, and that's basically going to teach you. Okay, when GrooveMail sending is out, will double opt-in be available? We already had it. We already have double opt-in when it was halted. The sending out emails was halted as well. So yeah, we had that already. So basically, the answer to your question is yes. Hi David, I sincerely thank you for your knowledge and value. 2 a.m. here now in Malaysia, but it's worth you watching and learning from you. I improved a lot. Thank you very much, Polo. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your commitment and on watching us so late or so early in your time zone. Yeah, if you do have any questions, feel free to ask. I would love to actually assist you on those. I have a silly problem. Whenever I upload a background image on desktop version, it shows up everywhere except laptop version. I tried to multiple times and did the hard reset as well. I think this could be a bug, but let's just test it out together. Not sure, but we will check. let's see. So whenever I upload a background image on a desktop version, so I'll just probably use a pre-made block, so I don't need to recreate everything. So a header, and I'm just going to use one of these for now. Maybe this one. It's just a black background at this moment, but I'm going to put an image in there. Okay, so in the background section over here, instead of the color, I'm just going to add, I don't know, apples. Here we go. Here are my apples. Okay, they're showing up everywhere. I don't know if this may be due to some sort of setup that you have on certain blocks, that it doesn't happen, but as you can see, it works on my end. So at this moment, I don't know if you could record a short video. Maybe we could learn what could be causing it. But at this moment, as you can see on my end, it is showing up. Maybe the color option over here, you're talking about that, but it is just that that you would need to like restyle it for different size screens over here, and then you can see it. Not sure if this could be the issue or not, but try and see if you have any color overlay. Maybe that causes the issues. Yeah, bam, beautiful. Anyway, yeah, let's just go over and answer some more questions. Okay, thanks. I'll make some more tests and raise to support. Thank you. My pleasure. Is there one for Integromat instead of Zapier? We don't have Integromat integration right now. There will be Integromat Integrately, Pabbly, and IFTTT integration on top of Zapier. So we'll try to integrate with all of these duct taping apps that are like quite popular. The Pabbly owner and the Integrately owner already reached out to me personally, wanting to connect to Groove. We will do it from our end. We have a couple of people working on integrations, and we will have Integromat. But until then, Zapier is the only choice right now, unfortunately. Is there any way to remove Power by GrooveKart from Facebook ad call to action headline? Powered by GrooveKart from Facebook. Yes. So if I share my screen over here, I'm pretty sure you're talking about the social share settings. And this is when you share out your GrooveKart link to any social media. Then which one should we check? Let's just choose one product, this one over here. I'll check the storefront over here, one product. And if we share this out on social media, for example, on here, and if I paste this, then you probably see here, welcome to GrooveKart or something like that, this one over here. So if this is the question, if this is what you want to change, there is a way to actually change it. As you can see, this is how my site looks like. This is a GrooveKart site that I created. And if you would like to learn how to do this, there's a full-on training on it. It's like how to create a one product store in GrooveKart, which I believe is awesome. So this is something that I really enjoyed doing. So we would go to the admin dashboard. I'll first show you how to do it for products. In case you want to share a product and then have that display different settings, like the product name and the product image and things like that, then you go into my products, you open up the product in the editing view, in the editing screen, and there will be an option for setting up the SEO Okay, the SEO settings. If you scroll down a bit lower, you can see open graph markup. This is the actual setting which shows like this on Facebook or on Twitter and WhatsApp and social medias. So in case you add on here, for example, indestructible trimmer, okay, then it will actually display these words here, indestructible trimmer. If you start typing out some more, let's just use this. You start typing the OG description, it actually adds on the OG description over here. You can also upload a custom image. Let me just use, I don't know, this one. And this will be the custom image that will display once you share out your product link. So this is what you're looking for, the open graph markup or the social share settings. This is how they look like. Usually it is open graph title, open graph description, and open graph image. These are the three settings that allow you to customize how it will look like when you share out the link. If you would like to do this for your homepage, let me just see where that is done. I'm pretty confident that it is in the builder, but we'll check together. So if we go into the builder and we are modifying the home page, and this is the page that I want to share and also to show up in the social media as something that I set up. So I would click pages over here. So pages in the sidebar, I would click pages again on here and then edit settings. And over here, there should be keyword description, background image. Okay, this is not that. This is how it is in GroovePages. Then maybe here, edit menu. Okay, that is not. Let's just see the settings. Add to cart, checkout page, filled options, customer accounts, default country. This one. Maybe it is in the store settings then. Let's just go there. So settings, store information. Okay, store phone number, store address. Interesting. I'm confident that it was in the builder. Let's see in this one, pixels, feeds, embed codes. Pixel tracking, product feed, Google Analytics, merchant sitemap. Okay, that's something I will need to double check. I thought that this would be in the builder for just the OG settings on here. I mean, one more time, double check. Pages. So this is for the home page. Like I haven't seen it there. I don't know why I'm checking again. Welcome to my GrooveKart store. So this is where it is going to. So this is probably this. This is probably let's just try and together. Like I believe there needs to be OG settings, but let's just see if this changes it. Indestructible trimmer. Get it now. Okay. Let's just use something in here. This store is powered by GrooveKart e-commerce. Okay, let's just change that one as well. Keywords, trimmer, destructible. Okay. Description, I'm just going to use, this is I'll just copy over some things from here, just to not spend time. Okay, background image, I'm going to just upload an image just to see this. Okay, background color. Okay, let's see if that helps. So usually when you do this, it takes a couple of minutes for the OG settings to actually start working, but let's just see if it actually works immediately. Okay, indestructible trimmer, get it now, one product. Our indestructible trimmer, da da da. It actually pulled in an image that I didn't set up. I set up a different image, as you can see here. I don't know where it got this image though. This is how it shows up the home page, or the background image. I'm just going to delete this, but not sure where it got the actual image. So that's something that I will probably, I could be this, I mean, this is the image, but why did this show up? I'll need to do some digging, but yeah, now we know. Basically, you go to homepage, edit setting, and then you choose the title, keyword, and the description, these three to show up. I will probably need to reach out to the devs just to just get their insights on where to change the OG image for the actual domain, like the store, because I didn't find it. But at this moment, I believe this works. Like something like this should work beautifully. If it works like GroovePages, Open Graph is the same edit page menu, the last option down, scroll down. Yeah, I did that. It doesn't show up. It just shows code includes over here, and there is no more place to scroll down. I thought it is going to be the same as on GroovePages, but it's not. So there we go. So now we found out something together. We are getting smarter every day. Okay, after this unsuccessful demo, let's just see if we have any more questions on here. We can save templates all of a sudden. Let's just test this comment out. GrooveFunnels, and I'm going to be saving this template that we created, which looks beautiful. And let's just see. I'm going to first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the name of it, okay, so that I can come back and I know this is the Apple's page. Apple's page. Okay, just as a just while saving the template so I can find it easily. Once that is done, save personal page template. And it should be saved right now. If I go and add a template, I should see the Apple's page somewhere. It may take a little bit of time for it to come on here. I saw that it takes a couple of minutes, but let's just see if it actually shows up. Okay, page, my templates. Okay, rot reset, da da da. Here we go. Apple's page. It comes to the bottom of the screen. You just need to make sure that you change the name of it. So let's just preview it. And it's behind me. You didn't see it, but yeah, there we go. It was showing up behind me. If I close this screen, you can see that there is the Apple's page. I'm not sure, Demetrius, if this was happening to you, and it may come like home, like this. If you didn't change the actual name of the template or the actual name of the page, it may not show up any different. And now having no screenshots is not helping at all. But if you rename it, at least you will know which page is the one that you saved last. So try and see if that actually works out for you. You say, I tried saving a template to bring into a funnel and it won't save my template. Keep saying it's already saved. If you already saved it, this means that it has to be somewhere at the bottom of the my templates lists. So when when you save something, it should come out as a last one. If you already saved it once, I can show you over here. It will say that it is already saved, so you cannot do it one more time. Let's just do it again. It is actually not saying it to me. But I've seen that message over here where it says that the template was already saved. I'm actually interested in right now if it's going to here we go. Page already exists. That was something that I was seeing as well, but it still saved one of my templates on here, so you should still have it as well. It's not David, it's a bug. I have saved many templates in the past. Okay, Demetrius, then I mean, if it is not working for you, you saw it works for me, so there's not much that I could do right now for you. Please reach out to support then. Like, if you're saying it's not, then there's not much that I can do. Okay, moving on. Is Zapier working with GrooveSell forms? Zapier doesn't work with GrooveSell at this moment. I'm still having issues. Put in a support ticket, but response indicated they didn't understand there are issues with that. So I'm wondering if it's just me. GrooveSell doesn't work with Zapier for linking fulfillment. It doesn't work with Zapier. Zapier doesn't have these actions for GrooveSell. GrooveSell supports webhooks, so you can use Zapier webhooks for that. There's a training that I created on that exact topic. If you check the Groove Facebook group, if you type in webhook fulfillment, or use this duct taping. Duct taping. This is the first one will show up, is my video about it, because I call it duct taping apps over here, as you can see. So I used webhooks, which you could use for free as well. I'll show you how. In this video, I explained how to do fulfillment with either Zapier webhooks or Pabbly Connect. But there's another kid in town which is called Integrately, and they decided to give away 500 free webhook actions. So you can sign up for free, and they are actually even on the free account, you can do all sorts of stuff. You can have webhooks, which is a premium action on Zapier and on most other platforms, but these guys decided to give it away for free, and you can not 500 but 200 tasks. But they also have an affiliate, like a referral program, where you refer some friends and you collect more tasks, and you can get up to 6,000 tasks per month for lifetime. I reached that 6,000 tasks, and I also won some of the referral program competition they had, and I earned some extra 3,000, and now I have 9,000 tasks per month for life, just by sharing a link. So the new kid in block, Integrately, can take care of your needs. You can use whatever you wanted to do in Zapier. You can do that with Integrately and webhooks. Have a look at this video on here. Type in duct taping over here into the Groove community over here, and you'll find this video that I just showed you. Okay. So when you connect a domain to Groove, do you need to have www example, or can I remove it? You can remove it, but whenever you connect a domain to Groove, sorry, you connect the domain to Groove and you publish your page in GroovePages, Groove will automatically add on the necessary things, so that whenever somebody types in www.yourdomain.com or just yourdomain.com, both will show up. So you don't have to do anything. Once you connect your domain to Groove, you publish your domain, then you're pretty much done. See the image. How do you shrink it when in mobile? What image, John? I don't really know what image you're talking about. If you could explain it, John, in a little bit more details, I would be able to assist. Mark, hi David. What is the optimum suggested size image for used in carousel in GroovePages? There is really no suggested size. The only trick to it is to have it uniform, to have it all match up the sizes. For example, if you have a look at our we have groovefunnels.com/testimonials. We have a testimonials page, which in the middle of it, it has a slider over here where we created this gray part. Everything that you see inside is an image. We created each of our images to be the same size, same height, same everything. And as you can see here, we achieved this just by creating each image the same size, same width, same height, and then you can have a pretty nice carousel widget like this. So I don't think there is a set size, but once you do a sizing like this, where each and every image of yours is the same, that's basically going to solve the issue for you. Okie dokie. Let's just see any other questions on here. Okay, another issue also, the URL importer. I've added a meta code in the header, but it won't recognize it. Can you just show us live that it's working too, please? The URL importer is not working properly at this moment, so I don't really want to test it. We had some improvements to it, but it's still not good enough. So I'm pretty confident that within the next couple of weeks, we're going to remove it so that we can do something like what we did for GrooveMail. We take it off, we improve it until it is basically not causing any database changes or the importer that is pulling in the information, it is not running, so that we can take it off the market and revamp it to make it better. So at this moment, I don't think you could be right with this one, because there were some changes that were improving some things. We added on this experimental mode, I believe, and that may have caused some other issues. I don't know. I haven't tested it fully once that came out, but we are going to be taking it down. So you may be correct in this area that it could be a bug. So I wouldn't want to go in and test it out right now, because I'm pretty confident that it has some issues. Amir Hamza is saying, hope you're fine. Your sessions help a lot. Thank you very much. How to detect if a person has either chosen order bump for a membership purpose. How to detect if a person has either chosen order bump for membership purpose. So if you set up an order bump for a membership, order bumps are upsells, so you are tracking them as upsells. Order bump has its own value in terms of products. So if you have an order bump, that is like an upsell. So what you need to do is go into your membership and set up for example, I would just do it with two different offers. One offer is your main product, which the people need to buy in order to get to the bump to be offered to them. Okay, so you have a main product. You create one access level for your main product, and you have your bump product, where you need to create another access level for your bump product as well. So you need to have two access levels, one for the main offer, one for the bump offer. And then if the person purchases the main offer only, they will get only that access. If they have the main offer plus the order bump, they will get the two, basically the second level access, which is going to have both of the products in there. Hopefully that explains it. So order bumps are upsells. That's basically what they do. So you need to have a separate access level to it. On the header graphic of the page you had, I believe you are talking about the apples that I was just showing earlier. This one. So if you want to shrink it, it could cause differences in different devices, because if you choose to cover, this can cover it, like it could look good, okay? But if you choose to contain, it will not look good. If you choose auto, it will again not look good. So cover would work in this part. cover would probably not work the best in this part. So you may want to check the all other options as well. Maybe it is actually the best option on here. Let's just see here as well. So what the cover does, let me just show you over here. If we delete this block, what the okay, so what the cover does is I'm going to use this block. And in the background section, I'm going to upload again my apples. Okay, and this is how it is. So in the cover, it is taking taking the sides of the image and then making sure that the section of the block, that the sides of the images are touching the sides of the screen. The contain, what it is doing is taking the top part and the bottom part of the image and making sure that the top and the bottom part of the image are touching the borders of this block, container, or element that you actually set up the image on, as you can see. So cover is making sure that the width of the image is touching the sides. Contain is making sure that the top and the bottom are touching the sides, and auto is just zooming in probably. I don't know what it does. But this allows you to move it up and down and in the corners, and then make sure that it looks as you want it. So I don't know the settings of an auto setting over here, but if you can use parallax, and then that will make sure that you see the whole screen. You can also use parallax in cover, and you can use parallax in contain in order to get different versions of the backgrounds. So that's kind of it. I hope yeah, that's what you were asking. Cool. I'm glad I figured it out. When I'm hiding a block on desktop, it keeps reverting to display, but it comes faded. It also shows on the live site. Is this a bug? When I'm hiding a block on a desktop, it keeps reverting to displaying, but comes faded. It also shows the live site. Let me just see. So you're saying when you're hiding a block on a desktop. So this is the block. I go into a layout and I choose none. Okay. Then you say it keeps reverting to display, but it comes faded. Okay, so on here it is not showing up on these devices for some reason. I know that we have a bug with this one, but I don't understand what you mean by it comes back as faded. Okay, so there is the display. Maybe this is what you're talking about, that it comes back but faded. Let's just double check on here as well. Layout display. Okay, yeah. It actually comes back, it seems. So if you remove the transparency, what if we put it back to block? It's a strange bug. We are aware of the non-layout functionality. It has been reported, and it is on the to-do list, I believe, this week for the devs. But yeah, I just wanted to double check it, what you meant by that. But yes, it's a bug. We are aware of it. We are working on it. Okay, so at this moment, it seems that I have answered all the questions so far. Any other questions that I could assist you guys with? I'm just scrolling back to see that I didn't miss any out of your questions. Whenever I'm clicking on a button and then I'm going to a different, I'm going out from StreamYard to show my screen or something like that, then it always jumps around the question. So I don't know where actually I left. So I need to make sure I check all the questions again. Okay, There's a question from ThinkUT. As a Platinum Groove and Fast Track member, are we able to repurpose videos? You are not able to take our videos and use it for your own needs. That would not be okay. You cannot use the videos either on YouTube and reuse them for your own needs. What you could do is you could embed the videos that we created already on our YouTube channel that are publicly available, and you can use those. But anything other than that, you cannot use it for your own needs. That would go against the policies, and I just don't think that that's fair. If I understand your question correctly, in case you would like to use some training from 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 the Groove YouTube channel, you can definitely use it. You can also embed it on your pages. You can use it as a bonus even, but changing it in any way, shape or form, as they say, is not allowed. Also, using some of the videos from the Fast Start Marketing Lab is also not allowed to be redistributed in that type of way. You can learn from it, and that is going to be giving you the most profit. So if you are looking to make money from it, then implement. That's just what I can offer you. Implement what you learned in those videos, what is being talked about in those videos. Other than that, redistributing it, reselling it, or resharing it to somebody else, that's against the policies, and that could cause your account to be blocked. Lemon, do you have any swipe file for cart funnels? I don't know what cart funnels are, if this is a software or an actual type of a funnel where you are using a shopping cart. I don't know what that is. If you could explain, that would be great. I don't know how, I don't have swipe files. I don't keep swipe files. You could go swipefiles.co and have a look there, or just Google cart funnels, whatever that may be, examples. I believe this is like e-commerce funnels that you're talking about. You can just type in e-commerce funnel examples or templates. So I don't have my own swipe files. It's not allowed either using the promotional videos that Mike Filsaime made, because I saw a lot of videos on YouTube that are based on those videos. If it is shared publicly with you guys, if it is on YouTube, if it is maybe on our uh, on our pages where we are actually talking and talking to Groove JV partners, or we're talking to the customers, or maybe it's a Facebook video, that you could use, you could use, but not change it in any form. You cannot cut it out or cut it together with some extra content, because a lot of users could use that as um, reform the words and create something that is a lie. So we don't want that. So in case you have a video, you can end it as publicly shared online, for everybody to see. You can distribute that unchanged. If you use a video that is not publicly shared, which is a private video or a training or something like that, that is not allowed. Like, it's just logics, I believe. It's a type of a funnel. Ecom, there we go. Last time you shared one on Trello. That was not mine. If you type in it was ClickFunnels had created this like long time ago. If you type in ClickFunnels funnel swipes or something like that, let me just double check. I found it online as well, just by googling ClickFunnels Trello swipes. Here we go. So I just type in ClickFunnels Trello swipes, and there you go. So funnel swipe file, and you can just click into it and have a look. This is not mine. This I found online, and I just yeah, you can find a lot of interesting Trello boards online, some that are being sold but are still available to public. And these are the cart funnels that you saw. There you go. So cart funnels, ecom funnels. There you go. Have a look at these. Just Google it. Your friend Google knows a lot of things. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this has been 1.5 hours. I believe we covered a lot of ground. Let's just answer some more questions on here, and then we can wrap it up. When somebody goes to a large on my site that does not exist in, it brings up a 404 page. Is there a way I can change it to my own? When somebody goes to a large on my site, I don't know what large is. If somebody went on the page where you don't actually have any content, or it may be a page that is not published correctly, or it may be some issue with that, it will show a 404 page. If you are asking if you can have your own custom 404 page, that is not an option at this moment. Page, okay. So I don't know what could cause this 404, if the page URL may not be set up correctly, or it was not published correctly, or some other issues. If a 404 page shows up, that means that the domain is pointed to Groove, which is great. But if it shows up, that means that there is no page on that URL what you're trying to visit. So at this moment, I don't know what could cause that. You would need to check. You would need to check the URL. You would also check if the page is published correctly out on the online. See if in an incognito windows it opens up, maybe, because it could be cached and it just didn't show anything up. I don't know. If you could provide more information, I would be able to assist. But at this moment, from the information you provided, that's just what I can offer you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I believe 1.5 hours for today is enough. At this moment, I don't get a lot of new questions, so I'm pretty confident that we can wrap this up. Another session for Groove Q&A session is coming on Friday, which is 6 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central European time, and I will convert it again. I believe it is 1 p.m. In Eastern Standard Time in Americas. So that's basically it. Thank you very much for being here. Hopefully you learned something interesting today. We'll have this session timestamped very soon, so that you can go back and can click on the actual question and listen to the answer. But until then, see you in the Facebook group. Bye, guys. There we go.